You're jumping for another video. This video is about how Christmas time is overwhelming for those with a autism spectrum disorder. Christmas time from a autistic viewpoint. Hi there, I'm Travis. I'm a young adult who has a autism spectrum disorder. In this video, I will explain how Christmas time overwhelms those on the autism spectrum like myself. To start, what does it mean? What does it mean for me to have a autism spectrum disorder? It means that I have autism. As you can see on screen, autism is a lifelong developmental disorder that affects how a person communicates with others and how they relate to others and make sense of the world around them. Autism is a spectrum disorder. That means that all people who have a autism diagnosis may share a few difficulties, but each person's autism affects them in a unique way. A person who has autism is considered someone who has an autism spectrum disorder, or ASD. From here on out, our abbreviate autism spectrum disorder as ASD. What is two of my sensory issues as a person with a ASD? I have noise sensitivity issues. To help with that, I wear earmuffs. A lot of other people who have ASD who are noise sensitive may also wear them as well. I'm also tactile defensive. I cannot stand tags on my shirts or certain fabrics. On the flip side of being tactile defensive is my tactile sensory seeking. One of the things I'd like to do for tactile sensory seeking activities is finger painting. It's common for those with a ASD to be tactile defensive and have tactile sensory seeking behaviors. Do know that each person with a ASD has different sensory issues. What makes going holiday shopping overwhelming for those with a ASD? The noise in stores, which can trigger noise sensory issues of those with an ASD. Earmuffs help a lot with this, The crowds of people. Dealing with large crowds is not easy for those with a ASD. Different smells can trigger sensory issues of those who are smell sensitive. Waiting in line. If a store has lines for people to get in order to get into the store, waiting in line can be difficult for those with an ASD. What you should know if you meet someone with an ASD in public. That one place in public can be more overwhelming than other places in public for those with an ASD. I'm someone with an ASD who's verbal, but did you know that 1/3 of those with an ASD are nonverbal? Social interaction can be a challenge for some with an ASD. Do take your time when interacting with someone who has an autism spectrum disorder. A person with a ASD can still hear you with their earmuffs on. How Christmas get-togethers can overwhelm those with a ASD. Dealing with changes in routine, following a set routine/schedule is one of the things that help those with ASD to thrive and make sense of the world. As someone with autism, I understand that a lot. For school kids with autism, following a routine for school is important to them. Dealing with noise sensory overload, especially in a room full of a loud chatter or loud Christmas music playing. A person with a ASD may go somewhere that is quieter to get away from the sensory overload to calm themselves. Holiday dinners can be overwhelming or confusing for some who has a ASD. Some people with an ASD can be a picky eater. Ways you can help make Christmas time less overwhelming for your loved ones with an ASD. Provide them with a space they can go to when overwhelmed. Keep their daily routine as possible. A sudden routine change can upset someone with an ASD. Provide them with fidget toys to play with. Keep music volume low. Do offer some of their favorite foods for their holiday dinner. How you can make Christmas time less easier for families with a loved one who has a ASD by being understanding and respectful. Do take some time to understand the family's autistic family member's autism diagnosis. Do ask questions you have, but do so in a respectful way. If you have experience in interacting with those who have a ASD, being a buddy for their autistic family member to spend time with can bring the family joy, plus it can make their autistic family member happy. Thanks for watching. I hope this video helps you a lot. I hope you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.